everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Boom! Happy New Year!
And we're back with another top 5 on BGG.
Here we go!
All right, we are back on BGG.
Yes, we are in the new year.
New year.
Yes.
And we're going to kick it off with talking about some oldies but goodies.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
Because we are so into the new.
The cult of the new.
The cult of the new and everything coming out in a second. And we looking at that. But what about the stuff from way back?
Yeah.
That is goodies.
Those games
that
got us to this point.
They're goodies. and we forget about them.
Yes, we do.
But we should.
Yes.
We should.
So we've got a top 5 list of oldies but goodies.
Yes.
But before we get into that list,
okay,
I want to talk about some oldies but goodies with in our life, things that we miss.
Yeah.
Some things are obsolete now.
Now I don't know if someone with goodies, but we can go. I don't know. So I don't know.
You know what was a goodie? To me, that's an oldie, and actually it's pretty much obsolete.
What is that?
And that's Blockbuster.
See, Blockbuster, that can go good and bad because you try to rush to get the new movies, and when you get in there and you're like, ooh, is that movie right? No, we just ran out just a little while ago. Ah! You're mad, you're upset, you wanted that movie. Now you gotta wait for somebody to put it in a little slot so you can get it. You can't wait around because your mama tripping, so you gotta go home and just chill.
Or you gotta go to another store. So now you're in the car racing to go to
at another store, and that store say, well, we don't have it, even though they saving it for some of their friends that's gonna come through. Yeah.
And so we gotta let the young people know we're going back way back. We're talking about renting movies.
Yes,
VHS.
renting movies, not on TV.
VHS.
Not on TV.
Yes.
Not on YouTube. We're talking about actually going physical copies of movies.
And being able to put it in your VHS.
Yes, that's for the folk that don't know. Yes, but I do miss Blockbuster because it was exciting to go into it and see all the movies and stuff. And then it came with, and then they had like movie snacks.
Yes, they did.
You can get, so I do miss Blockbuster.
And Blockbuster's pretty much gone. I think
it's one more. There's one left.
Yeah.
But what they selling?
I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking of.
I don't know. Blu-ray?
I don't know.
I don't know what they selling.
Now another oldie.
Yes.
That's obsolete.
Yes.
But it's the precursor to something we use all the time.
Yes.
And that's pagers.
Now see, pagers is texting.
Yeah.
It's basically because after a while, you had the pager go, you had the pager and the vibrator, but then you could call into your pager, vendor and say, could you put on the pager, I love you, can I see you at the store, or something, you can put that on there and you're like, oh, okay, that was big time.
That was the precursor to texting. I know when I first got a pager, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm something now. I got a pager.
I get calls saying, could you tell, my friend that I'll meet them at the mall, that's when the malls were still there, y'all.
Now,
we're losing malls too.
Now, we are losing malls.
We're losing, that's another one, we're losing malls.
But another thing that's, an oldie but goodie, and they have a few of them still left, and that's arcades.
Arcades was the rage when I was growing up.
Yep.
And if you wanted to spend $50 in quarters in an hour, there you go.
Yeah, but that's a place you and your friends can come together and hang out, and you can make friends and meet people and just have fun at the arcade.
Yes, but they're gone.
They're gone.
Now, some people say, well, you can get them in, like in Chuck E. Cheese, Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
You can go to Dave and Buster's, or you might find a little bit, because one time we went to the Las Vegas. One in Las Vegas.
Yes, one in Las Vegas. Yeah, at the Horseshoe.
Yeah, at the Horseshoe. Yeah. We went in there. It was almost dead.
Yeah, it's loud. You're walking down this hall and you hear this loud music and you go in there thinking it's full of activity.
Yes. And no one there. And a lot of the movie theaters, and they have like a little arcade room. Nobody in there.
I know.
And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But I guess it's the age of you can play games everywhere on your phone, on your consoles, computer. So
everywhere. Arcades are dying out.
Yeah, but it was cool though. It was cool back in the day.
And then I didn't want this one on the list. This was all you.
It's all me.
AOL.
Yes.
That is
Yes, I love the sound.
I'm happy it's obsolete.
When you hear that sound, you know some good stuff coming.
No, you don't.
You know some good stuff's coming. You have mail. Yes.
Yeah, you got dial up.
Yes. And what's so sad, the guy, the voice that was said, goodbye and stuff like that, he just recently passed away.
Oh.
Yes, the one, you got mail and all that, he recently passed away.
Yeah, again,
So, yes.
we're dating ourselves for the young people.
Yes.
AOL is before all the stuff we have now, before Google, before all that, yeah.
When you had to put your phone line into,
you have to plug it into the
computer, and you use that instead of what we do now.
I know. Yes. That was crazy.
Yes, you had to dial up. It's called, you were dialed up to the internet. Yes.
Now, the last one is what I really, really, really miss, and there are only a few left, and that's drive-in theaters.
Yes, there's only a few left. There's one here in Omaha that has that, to do the double feature and all that stuff. And what's so crazy, they put out the weather report saying, hey, just want to let y'all know what's going on with weather. But you don't see that no more.
You don't, and I miss them. When Grant was little, we would go to the drive-in because it was much easier to take a small child, because Grant was 2 or 3 years old. In the drive-in, you could go, pack your food, he could get out and run around a little bit, and there were a lot of people bringing
and go
their
to sleep in the second movie.
Yeah, but a lot of families would bring in their kids, and they would let them run around and play. And some drive-ins had like playgrounds for kids, But
my only deal with drive-ins is that maybe if you don't want to see that, you don't like the second movie. You like the first movie, but you don't like that second movie. And you're like, golly, do you leave?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to leave.
Some people did, though.
Some people do leave. Like, I don't want to see that second movie.
I just want the first movie.
Yeah.
All your kids are falling asleep, you're ready to put them in bed.
You gotta go.
I miss drive-ins.
I do miss them
too. That was a lot of fun.
But we do have one here.
We have one.
Yeah, we do have one, so we can go.
So those are our 5 things that were oldies but goodies, and we miss them.
Yes, we do miss them.
And so next up,
do we really miss them, or do we like what came after? That's more convenient.
I think we miss the memory of
the memory. Okay, we do a memory.
The memory.
Yes, the memories. Yes, we do.
Next up, we're going to give you our top 5 oldie but goodies games.
Yes, here we go.
All right, here are our top 5.
Yes.
Oldies but goodies games.
And the goodies.
Yes.
Yes.
And each one on our list is more than 10 years old.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And that just shows there's some good games out there. Yes. And they just keep coming.
They keep coming.
Yes, but let's talk about these because I'm excited.
All right, the first one on our list is Abyss.
Yes.
Now, Abyss, you use your cunning to secure or sway votes in the council.
Yes.
Recruit the most influential lords and wield their power to dominate strategic territories. This is a 2 to 4 player game of strategy, development, and resource management set in the depths of an underwater city. It challenges players to take control of key locations through a clever balance of planning and timing.
Now, let me tell you. It's just, the art is beautiful.
Yes.
Now, this is one of the first ones that had just a beautiful art.
It's ugly beautiful.
It's not ugly beautiful. It is beautiful.
Okay, scary beautiful.
And scary beautiful. Yes, it is. But it was so cool that they had 5 box covers.
Yes.
That was different.
Yeah.
And you just had to find that one that you wanted.
Yeah.
And we got ours.
Yes.
And it was so cool. And we played the stuff out of this game.
We loved
it.
When we first started, when our collection was manageable.
Yes, it was manageable.
We would play it all the time. And the box cover, I love box art.
Yes.
And this one, the faction that's on there, it's ugly, but it's beautiful. You just appreciate the artistry. Because they just did such a great job with it. It's not something I would hang on my wall.
No.
And I don't want to catch them at night.
No.
But
I don't want to go into the ocean where they at.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful cover.
Yes.
That's, like I said, ugly beautiful.
And it kind of invited you into that world.
It did. I mean, it makes you feel like
you're part of that world fighting for the throne.
Yeah.
Your faction was fighting for the throne. And
this game, you're out here trying to fight, but you got to press your luck because sometimes you don't want to go too far.
Yeah. You're trying to get those keys.
Trying to get the keys.
But it was a fun game. I'm excited for the 2-player game that's coming from it in 2025 that's still in that world.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I love the Abyss. Still do.
Yeah.
Just hate we can't get back to it, but it's a fun game. It really is a fun game. Yes.
All right, so the next one on our list.
Oh, this is an oldie and a goodie.
And that's Dominion.
Yes.
Now, in Dominion, You are a monarch just like your ancestors, ruling a modest but idyllic kingdom of rivers and evergreen forest. It begins with each player controlling a small, identical deck of cards. At the center of the table lies a selection of cards available for purchase, representing new opportunities to expand and improve your kingdom.
Yes. Now, I did not know. Now, this is the first time I heard that I have a kingdom of rivers and evergreen forests.
You didn't know that?
No, I just know it's cards. And I'm trying to win. I didn't know I had a beautiful forest because it don't show that nowhere.
Builder.
They don't show that nowhere on my cards. So, But it is a fun game.
Yes.
Now, it has 1,001 expansions.
Yes.
And they keep coming with one every day.
Yeah.
They keep coming because I think now one is in Japan or something. So we love
I love it. I love when we would play it and you get a chance to pick different cards.
Yes.
That you're going to try to play on somebody because somebody came after you. You could have cards that could, cancel their action on you, and then you have the witches.
That really kind of taught us about open drafting, hand management.
Yes.
That really kind of taught us about that, and it really taught us about take that.
Take that.
Take that.
Yeah.
The thief. And the bandits,
the witches,
the witches. We had the witches
expansion.
That's actually a lot of people don't like, but we kind of like it.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and when we would try to build those moats to try to protect ourselves, it's a great game. It teaches a lot. It's one of those evergreens that should be in everybody's collection.
Yes, and Grant loved it.
Yes.
It was a great game to play with him when he was younger.
Yes.
He loved it.
Yes. And it should be put up there with the Catons and the Ticket to Rides. It should be right there. It should be right there. Yeah.
All right, so the next one on our list is Imperial Settlers.
Yes.
Now, this game transports you to a world where settlers from 4 major powers, the Romans, barbarians, Egyptians, and Japanese, have discovered new lands brimming with resources and opportunities. Players take on the role of one of these factions, aiming to build their empire through strategic action. Over 5 rounds, players explore new territories, construct buildings, deploy workers to gather resources and unlock abilities. They trade goods and wage war. The ultimate goal is to score the most victory points and secure dominance in this competitive land of opportunity.
This is another game from Portal Games.
Yes.
Now, Portal Games, to me, I love the publisher because they gave me Robinson Crusoe that I love.
Yes.
But this is my second love right here.
I love Imperial Settlers.
Oh my God.
We played it a lot.
Yes. And see, they had a lot of expansions of other factions, but we didn't need that.
No.
We loved the factions that we had.
Yes.
We loved.
Yes.
We loved it.
I think my favorite was the Romans.
My favorite was the Egyptians.
You like the Egyptians?
Yeah, I like the Egyptians. And the barbarians were pretty cool sometimes. Yeah. But we had so much fun with this game. And that was a lot of take that too.
A lot of take that.
A lot of take that. Attacking each other.
You had open and closed drafting in this game.
Yes.
Hand management. And lots of end-game bonuses.
And you tried so hard to get as much resources as you can because they go away at the end of the turn, at the round.
And when you get to that last round, you need those resources so you can make those last decisions and have the resources available to execute those decisions.
Then you're so mad because there's not enough time.
Not enough time.
You need more turns.
You need more turns.
I'm like, I'm building up. I'm ready now.
Because by the time you get to the last round, that's when you finally have the resources.
And it's gone. It's like, wait a minute. I'm ready now because you're building up your tableau.
Yeah.
You're trying to get your tableau, your buildings right.
Yeah.
You're building up all your buildings so you can keep getting that good income coming. And then it goes away.
And this was a game that I fell in love with, the components. Because again, we got this game when we were new to the hobby.
Yes.
And it had the little Apple components.
The different components. Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. All wood.
Yeah.
Not plastic. It was all wood. So Imperial Settlers was a really well done game. I love it.
It's a real good game.
Yes.
Yes, real good game.
Now, the fourth one on our list is Oh My Goods.
Oh My Goods. Yes.
Now, Oh My Goods is set in the Middle Ages.
Yes.
And this game challenges you to produce tools, barrels, glass windows, and more. Success lies in your ability to skillfully manage and optimize production chains. Only those who make the most efficient use of their resources will accumulate the most victory points and emerge victorious.
I will tell you, family, we just messed up this game because we played it so much.
Yes.
I mean, the cards are worn out.
I think this is the
Worn
first
out.
game where I got addicted.
Yes, because I mean, you would tell me when we got home from work, Mick, we gonna play All My Goods tonight. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah.
And these were nights outside of our game nights. So
Yes.
we like to do games, when we started the hobby, like on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
But I would get home on a Tuesday, like Mick.
And like, Mick, let's play All My Goods.
Because it blew my mind. It was the first game where we had multi-use cards.
And because you was like, Mick, I can't understand this game.
I had a hard time wrapping my mind around.
I said, Starla, the card, you turn it over, that's your good. When you see the barrel, that's a card. That's a good. Yeah.
I had a hard time wrapping my mind around it, but when I figured it out and understood how to play with multi-use cards.
Yeah, so much going on.
Yeah, my mind was like, oh yeah, I'm addicted. I want to play. And we played it over and over and over. So you know how you eat too much candy and you get sick of it?
Yes.
That's what we did, but not sick of it. I mean, I love this game, but then I wanted to go into other things because we had played it so much.
And I think it comes to a point where it ends when you do a certain number of buildings.
Yeah.
We did a little home rule. Now, we usually don't do home rule.
Yeah,
we usually don't.
We were still new to the hobby.
We were still new. It was like, we're going to do 3 more buildings to keep it going for longer. But,
It's one of those games I miss. I want to play it again. We don't ever seem to find the time.
No.
But if you haven't played Oh My Goods, you need to play it.
It's a good one. It is a good one. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Now, the last one on our list is Stone Age.
Woo! That's a classic, y'all. That's a classic.
Now, Stone Age is a 2 to 4 player game which immerses you in a prehistoric world where players gather resources, including wood, stone, and gold, to develop their villages and advance their civilizations. Strategic planning and a bit of luck are key as players compete for food and resources in a race to thrive in ancient times.
Now, this is also another one that you have to have in your collection.
Yes.
If you can find it and get it, it needs to be in your collection. If you're starting off into the hobby, yes, you gotta put this in your collection big time.
Now, Stone Age, the first time we learned it, it kind of scared me a little bit.
The first time we played it, we were like, "Oh my God, what?"
Yeah, because there was so much going on.
Yeah, it was like,
I got to build up a tribe.
Wait a minute, what? And rolling these dice.
Yeah, I got to roll these dice.
And then got to do a little math. The math was getting me. The math was getting me.
There's a lot of math in Stone Age.
Now, no, you good at math.
Yeah, but there's a lot of it.
You good, but it's a lot of math. Because we made Grant. This was good for Grant.
Yes.
When he was growing up to learn math.
Yes. And he would get mad because we make him add up. You got to add up your points.
And Star would say, Grant, how many logs do you need? How many wood do you need? He was like, oh, I got to do this. Yes, you do.
And with Stone Age, I think because it was so much going on, you got to build up your tribe.
Yes.
Then you got to send your tribe members out to get your resources.
Yes, and then you have that little hut.
Yes.
The little hut.
The hut where you multiply your tribe.
Yeah, that hut.
Increase your tribe.
We're a family show, so we're going to leave that hut alone. We're going to leave that hut alone.
That's how you increase your tribe.
That's how you increase your tribe.
And you have an option to get 10 tribe members. And I found out that my sweet spot for my tribe was 8.
Yeah.
If I had 8 tribe members, I could do what I want to do in the game.
I fluctuated between the 8 and the 6 to 8.
Yeah.
I did. But if you go to 10, woo, you got to go fast to get there. You got to get there, boy, because it's not much time.
Yeah. And you got all these different tracks you're working on.
Yes.
You got the food track you're trying to move up on. Then you've got the other little track where you're getting the tiles and it's just so much going on, but it's so much fun.
That's true, because you gotta keep working, because if those tiles go away, it ends, and you gotta keep watching, like what your opponent doing, like what's up? Oh shoot, they get another tile. You just gotta keep working.
Yeah.
But it's set collection.
Set collection.
And just
in-game bonuses.
But see this is the quintessential worker placement game.
It is the quintessential.
It's the quintessential worker placement game. So you must have it in your collection if you're starting off, because it helps you so much to understand worker placement.
Yes. Now these are our 5 oldies but goodies.
Yes.
And each one of these games was made in either 2014 or earlier.
Yes.
So they're over 10 years old, but they are so good. And if you are new to the hobby, you need to look at these games.
And I think these games, they are still good to this day.
And also, too, if you're not new to the hobby and you don't have these games in your collection,
you gotta get them.
Go check them out.
And I think these are just, it really just, it rounds out your collection, because they are just so good, and they teach you so much about all the mechanisms that make this hobby so much fun.
I totally agree with you.
Yes, they do.
All right, everybody, these are our top 5 games for January 2025.
Now, let us know if you have family and friends that have played any of these games or should play them, that we've listed. Tell us about them in the comments below. And if you have some more that you think that, could really are oldies but goodies, let us know.
Yes.
Down below, y'all. Down below.
All right, everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Fan Plays Games. Woo!
And we will see you next month with another top 5 list.
Happy New